Welcome to a late edition of Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings. Giants lose to the Marlins 5-4. What else is new? You can follow me at robiamin@twitter.com. I think it's time to start embracing the tank. It looks like Austin Slater is going to have to be shut down for the remainder of the season. He's going to miss at least 2 to 3 months, so he's likely toast for the rest of the season. So we don't know what's... But even now, the Giants, the front office has to sell at the deadline. And they may have to get whatever they can get for Cueto and Nunez. It's just becoming that dire straits that they just need prospects. They need to restock the farm. Really, they do need to look at just getting whatever it's almost getting that bad that they may have to just get whatever they can get for Cueto and Nunez. They need to maybe even consider shopping Denard Span. It's just they need prospects. The farm is just not looking great either. It's time to start embracing the tank this year. Time to tank for a top 5 draft pick. Time to secure it and start fresh next year. Or else you really start looking at the possibility of losing Bochy to other teams. And other teams could come wanting to have Bochy fill a possible managing vacancy next year. It's not there. Your Slater's going to be gone for the rest of the season, so you're really stuck with Mac Williamson and possibly Jarrett Parker in left field for the rest of the season. The only bright spot of this game is that Brandon Belt's average has climbed to 240, which is good. But, yeah, I just don't see it. But we just need to avoid getting swept by the fucking Miami Marlins. They're just going through the motions again. It's hard. And you may have to get whatever you can get in trades. They need prospects. It could become real nuclear very soon. And also, it looks like Matt Cain's going to get a break with Johnny Cueto starting on Sunday. So hopefully this is his chance to shine for contenders. And they really can't afford to lose Cueto for nothing at this point. They need to get prospects back. But Miami had that 1 home run. Yelich went 2 for 4. Ozuna went 2 for 4. Real Muto went 2 for 4. Just same shit, different night. And I like what Joshua Shaw has to say. I kind of like the idea of Span and Nunez. They do have some value. But yeah, if they can get a top prospect back for Panic, yeah, I would not mind moving Panic at this point. This is just how bad we are with prospects at this point. The Giants really need to get some prospects back, and they need to get whatever they can get in prospects. And it might have to commit to 2 or 3 years of rebuilding. And this is something the front office does not want to do, and they need to. They're staring, and the longer they hold off rebuilding, the worse it's going to get. You're going to end up like the Phillies, or you're going to end up being next year could end up being a fire sale if they do not sell at the deadline this year. You're really staring at the possibility of a real fire sale if things don't change soon. Let's go to games from around the league. I didn't really watch much of the game tonight. I watched UFC 213, and that was entertaining. Seeing Robert Whittaker won the interim middleweight title and will now fight Michael Bisping in a future date. But hopefully he can. But he beat Yoel Romero pretty good in the last 3 rounds. And also a good fight between Alistair Overeem and Fabricio Verdum. Overeem won it 29-28 in a unanimous decision. Some really good fights in the UFC, even though they were not really big names tonight. Let's go around the league with other scores. The Yankees beat the Brewers 5-3. Your winning pitcher was Aroldis Chapman. Your losing pitcher was Corey Knebel. And Clint Frazier hit his second home run, and it was a walk-off tonight, with Knebel allowing 3 earned runs in 1/3 innings pitched, and that was his 4th blown save of the season. And Clint Frazier had a 3-for-4 game for the Yankees today. The Blue Jays beat the Astros 7-2. Your winning pitcher was Marcus Stroman. Your losing pitcher was Mike Fiers. And not a good outing for the bullpen by Chris Davinsky, allowing 4 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. The Orioles beat the Twins 5-1. Your winning pitcher was Wade Miley. Your losing pitcher was Adalberto Mejia. The Falcons beat the Redskins 13-0. Your winning pitcher was Julio Teheran, and your losing pitcher was Steven Strasburg. Nick Markakis went 3-for-5 for the Braves today. Johan Camargo went 3-for-4. Julio Teheran went 2-for-2. Markakis had his 4th home run of the season. And Strasburg allowed 6 runs, 3 earned, and 3 innings pitched. And Tanner Rourke was demoted to the bullpen for the Nationals. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 3 earned runs. Sammy Solis came in and allowed 4 earned runs in 1/3 inning pitched. The Padres beat the Phillies 2-1. Your winning pitcher was Julius Chacin. Your losing pitcher was Aaron Nola. Tommy Joseph went 2-for-3 in this game. The Cardinals beat the Mets 4-1. Your winning pitcher was Adam Wainwright. Your losing pitcher was Zach Wheeler. TJ Rivera went 3-for-4 for New York. Luke Voigt went 2-for-3 for the Cardinals. Paul DeJong went 4-for-4 with a home run. The Rays beat the Red Sox 1-0. Your winning pitcher was Alex Cobb. Your losing pitcher was Rick Porcello. The Indians beat the Tigers 4-0. Your winning pitcher was Mike Clevenger. Your losing pitcher was Justin Verlander. Eric Gonzalez went 2 for 3, as did Johan Santana. And Bruce Rondon allowed 3 earned runs in 2/3 innings pitched. The Pirates beat the Cubbies 4-2. Your winning pitcher was Ivan Nova. Your losing pitcher was Jake Arrieta. Josh Bell went 3 for 4. And Arrieta hit 2 batters in this game, too. The Dodgers beat the Royals 5-4. Your winning pitcher was Ross Stripling. Your losing pitcher was Scott Alexander. Cody Bellinger went 2 for 3. And Scott Alexander allowed an earned run without recording an out. The Rangers beat the Angels 5-2. Your winning pitcher was Tyson Ross. Your losing pitcher was Jesse Chavez. And Blake Parker allowed 2 earned runs in one inning pitched. The White Sox beat the Rockies 5-4. Your winning pitcher was Tommy Cannell. Your losing pitcher was Greg Holland. The A's beat the Mariners 4-3. Your winning pitcher was Sean Doolittle. Your losing pitcher was Edwin Diaz. And the Reds blanked the Bengals beat the Cardinals 7-0. Your winning pitcher was Luis Castillo. Your losing pitcher was Taijuan Walker. And Walker allowed 5 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Jorge De La Rosa allowed 2 more earned runs in 1 inning pitched. And today's buyers or sellers team is the Cleveland Indians. And they are a buyer at the deadline. They could be targeting Wellington Castillo at the deadline. They could be, as they could look to upgrade at catcher. And they could also look to add back-end starting pitching through a rental. You might see Jeremy Hellickson be a viable trade target, or possibly Clayton Richard could be another guy who could fix the back end of the rotation for the Indians, with Trevor Bauer struggling and Josh Tomlin struggling in the back end of the starting rotation. And also they may have a managing vacancy, unfortunately, due to health issue with Terry Francona, so we'll see how that works out towards the end of the year, but I'd expect the Indians to buy at the deadline. And now our standings as of right now. Oh, down the farm. And the River Cats beat the Rainiers 6-3. Your winning pitcher was Andrew Suarez. And your losing pitcher was Casey Lawrence. That doesn't look right. No, that is not right. Well, the score doesn't look. The score is right, but the stats look wrong. So Derek Law got his first save of the season. And the River Cats swept their doubleheader today. They beat the Rainiers 3-0. Their winning pitcher in that game was Dustin Knight. And Tyler Rogers got a save. And nothing spectacular with the bats at Sacramento either as of right now. And if the season were to end today, the Red Sox have a 3.5 game lead over the Yankees at 50-38. Indians 2.5 game lead over the Twins at 47-39. Astros continue to run away with the AL West, and your two wild cards as of right now are the Yankees and the Rays. And in the East, NL East, the Nationals still have a comfortable lead over the Braves at 51-36. Brewers have a 4.5 game lead over the Cubs at 49-41. Dodgers hold a 6.5 game lead over the D-backs. And the Rockies are 9.5 games back, but hold a comfortable lead in the wild card race. Now, thanks for tuning in for another depressing edition of Kruk and Kuip's Extra Innings. More sadness tomorrow. Together we're Giant, together we're Blue. Good night.